Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Elena and thank you so much for tuning in. And don't mind me, I'm just wearing my Oodie. I have like so many Oodies. It's like a texture thing, comfort thing. And I'm too lazy to get ready to do a video. Today I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about something that just came into my mind. I was like, I need to speak about this. You know, have you ever been kind of in a situation where you're experiencing your life and you're kind of about to make a change in your life and you're trying to ask people, is this the right thing to do? What should I be doing? It's either you're asking spirit or you want to ask your friends. However, your friends are, for whatever reason, are so busy or they have something going on and it's like you have literally nobody to ask in terms of what it is that you should be doing next or whether or not you're doing the right moves next. And I kind of wanted to talk about it because I always thought that was so strange sometimes in life where you're like, how come like when I'm about to make this big change in my life, it's like I don't see anybody here, and it just seems so coincidental that I know it's not really a coincidence. Like I feel like it was meant to happen that way. So I started meditating on it. I started trying to figure out what that means. And the answer that I kept getting when I thought about it was like, if you are someone who, if you're like me, the younger version of me or whatever, a lot of times I would show an idea to a really good friend and be like, oh, I think I might try to do this. And do you think it's a good idea? And, because my friend is so supportive and loving and knows that I'm capable of doing it, she'll say like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. And that's when I'll start doing that idea. Like I wouldn't actually start it, I don't think, if I didn't get that validation or that push from someone that, yeah, you should do this. So I feel like sometimes in moments where you feel like the timing is so strange that like so many people are just busy and you don't have that backup or that validation, I think spirit is really asking you, like, who are you when nobody is around? What would you be doing if nobody was around you? Like if nobody told you it was a good idea, if nobody said it was a bad idea, if there was no opinions of anybody else, what is your opinion on it and what is it that you want to do? That's like what I feel the message is. Because when I heard that, I was like, oh man, like would you continue still doing that idea? Would you still pursue it? Because deep down, whether you know it or not, maybe you're subconsciously seeking another person's validation, or you are thinking that the only way you can do it is if you have some evidence of support, which would be somebody agreeing with you or someone saying, yeah, you can do it. But I think spirit is trying to say, it is time for you to now support yourself. I'm not saying that you don't have friends and people to support you, but it's like that knowing inside of yourself. It's like, do you support yourself? Do you have your back? Do you do what you want to do? Are you going to allow the opinions of others, good or bad, to affect what it is that you're wanting to do in your life? Because if you are dependent on anybody's opinion, whether it's good or bad, that means every decision you make is not actually your own. It's getting influenced by somebody else. This is also why I feel like it's so important to, if you can, because some people can't, spend time by yourself, be by yourself, so that you can really start to think about what is important to you and what you want to pursue in your career or in your life, and to get clear on what you want. Because if you're always around people, their energy can influence what you do. It can actually can cause confusion too. Or maybe if there's a bunch of people saying, yeah, do it, and then, you know, you haven't really established your own energy and know yourself very well, you might likely do what it is that other people want you to do. And maybe at the end of the day, it's not fulfilling to you. And maybe some people get resentful because they spent a lot of time on something that they thought would work out because everybody said it was a good idea, but deep down it wasn't for you. Therefore, it didn't work out for you, or you weren't feeling happy as you're pursuing it. There's so many reasons why it's so important to get clear on what it is you want. So Spirit is basically saying, like, sometimes when we don't have people around, I know it can be difficult. It can feel like you're very isolated or alone. You're not. Spirit's always with you. However, it can be because Spirit is really wanting you to decide for yourself. And that's their way of showing love to you as well. So sometimes I know, like, even with Spirit, when I'm trying to connect with them on days where, like, they want me to kind of develop my own discernment and my intuition, they're not always going to answer. And I could feel them kind of like pull away a little bit because they need to see that I am discerning for myself. To me, it's no different than somebody constantly needing readings for validation. It's like constantly seeking other people to give them a reason or clarity on something, when really that's a detriment to that person. Because sometimes you just have to make that decision, and even if it may not, there's no right or wrong decisions, but maybe you make a decision and it didn't turn out right or whatever, at least you learn from it. You're not actively living your life looking for other people to agree with you so that you can have the courage to pursue what it is that you were thinking about. So I feel like that's the message for today. I'm just going to see if Spirit has any other messages they want me to share in this video. They want you to have confidence in yourself. They want you to have confidence in that you know what's best for you. And sometimes when you're by yourself, sometimes you develop that energy, that your aura gets really strong, to the point where, like, after you've reinforced that and you know who you are, that time of being in that cocoon where there's no distractions of other people around you, what you're essentially doing is that when you emerge, when you start to be around other people, your insight on what it is that you're meant to be doing cannot be influenced by anyone. Okay, and that includes people cheering you on, people who show negativity to you. I don't know, but it's like you know yourself so firmly that no matter how much energy is around you, how many people are around you, it will never deter you from what it is that you know is right for you, because you're so connected to your heart, you're so connected to your intuition that, like, you're being guided to make decisions because you follow what's right for you. And I think that's the message Spirit wants to give today. And know that you're not alone. Sometimes it's weird. Like, I find, I'm like, how is everybody's like so busy all of a sudden when I'm like needing some like clarity, and why is Spirit pulling away from me right now? Because I need clarity. But really it's because they want you to know yourself without anybody interfering with that, to make decisions that you want to make. And if you stumble a little bit, that's okay. You're going to get up and you're going to continue doing your thing. You know, what's life about when everybody's telling you how to do stuff? Which is going to be in another video after this, I think, because people don't realize that, like, if you're constantly giving readings to people and like kind of telling people like this is what you should be doing or validating something, it kind of keeps that energy stuck, and without even meaning to, it's like you are preventing that person from learning key lessons. If you keep trying to shield them and buffer them from things, you're accruing karma because of that as well. So yeah, that can be a different video. I'll see if I post another one after this. But I hope this video reaches those who are meant to hear it and that it is helpful to you. But yes, thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.